Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Holy shit, it's hot outside. I'm melted. I'm a puddle of human flesh in a cup. I'm Slidewhistle.
I am Immunization, and I am also a puddle of molten immunization, because it's fucking 100 degrees before any heat index even.
Yeesh. That is not the case over here. Hi, I'm Aaron, Fireman Extraordinaire and Horde Punching Bag, and we just have a lovely day outside, though it did rain cats and dogs earlier. It was biblical flood levels, then all of a sudden it was just like, JKZs, just have a little sun.
There was enough sweat on my body that I probably could have rained over your city too, I think.
Rain on me, tsunami.
Ooh. I just got off of work and I was coming home and I had my keys out and I was scratching my head basically and I had my keys in my hand and my key ring snagged my earring stud and it pulled it out and sent it flying into the sidewalk to be lost forever. Well, I'll never find it. So I was like crawling around in 100-degree weather on a Chicago sidewalk as people were walking up and down the sidewalk. That was
to find
crazy
like
person.
A metal stud.
Yeah, to literally a needle in a haystack. It's a black onyx stud. And guess how many little blacks are out there? A lot.
What did he say?
Yeah, like until I also went to help look, you never really appreciate how many small, like, dark gray or black pebbles are just everywhere on the sidewalk.
So if you're walking on beep street name and you find a little black onyx stud, that's mine. Please return it immediately. It's my first earring.
Or don't. It's the first DNR, I was going to say NFT, but like geocache. It's the first real world item that you can find to connect you to your favorite boys.
Maybe we should do a geocache. Secret DNR geocache. What would we put in there?
Probably some cheese.
My earring.
Yeah, a stolen shot glass. You're not getting one of ours. You're getting, we went to a party and stole someone else's, and now here it goes.
I think we can get away with it. Okay, now what would a DNR NFT look like? Because that's got a nice ring to it. A DNR NFT, now's the best time. They're crashing. They'll be cheap.
Well, I guess most NFTs are usually images or sounds. So it would have to be like the original crunchy, like one for showing, one for blowing. Like you get to say technically you were in the room with me back in 2018 when I said it.
Oh, or NFTs are pictures too, right? They can be?
Yeah, well, it can technically be anything because they're nothing. They don't exist.
They just can't be fungible.
So I'm picturing an image of like a hand crushing a medallion of the Legion. With sound effects, maybe? I don't know.
That's a good one. See, I was thinking Aaron in that green afro shirtless when he has his fingers on his chin thinking. We were posing in a wig for some reason. Do you remember that picture, Aaron?
The green afro. I can't say I remember.
You don't remember this picture? It's got to be. I'll find it and I'll send it to you at some point. You're not wearing a shirt. Maybe it's only on my phone, and that's why I know of its existence.
College was a wet and wild time. It's a little alarming to me that I don't remember this image, but I can't deny that it happened. Anywho, we'll open it up like we always do. Email correspondence. Last week, Slidewhistle tested all of our audience members to see if they could wake me up in the middle of the night. And many tried, but none succeeded because I don't actually have notifications on.
Come on. You should have left them on purpose. Just so, you can wake up.
Yeah, just to ruin myself on the off chance. No, if I turn on email notifications, because I have 3 emails that are constantly firing off, I think I would kill myself. I do a Kentucky flip. But that did not stop our good friend Wooly of Thrall's Balls fame from writing in and saying, Aaron, hey, yo, bitch, wake the fuck up. He did not succeed.
I also want it to be known that this was sent from my Murgle phone.
Also, what time did he send it at from his Murgle phone?
He sent it at 1 a.m., which I believe would be midnight in his time zone. So he did it by the letter. He tried. And like I said, I was snug as a bug in a rug in my bed, not looking at the DNR Gmail. But I did look at it when I received this message from Mark, who's been corresponding with us a number of times this last few weeks. He says, hello,
Marky Mark.
hello, terrific trio. Many of us have plenty of pre-dragon riding dragon and drake mounts. Rostrum of Transformation has a drop-down menu for skins, like the Razagath-style Storm Drake. So why the hell do I not have skins for the old-school dragon mounts I have that can be applied to the dragon riding mounts? Given those existing art assets a glow-up and giving them skins should be a thing by now. If you have the mount, you should have the skin also. Put a lot of work into getting many of those mounts, and I want to dragon ride in them, or at least look like I am. What's the holdup, Blizz? Thank you all again for being fabulous.
Thanks. First of all, everybody listening at home, I want you to say what the rostrum of transformation is. Its purpose is to... Did you say it? Did you listen last week?
Yeah, if you didn't catch last week's episode, you probably too were tripped up by the phrase rostrum of transformation.
It may have been if you didn't listen last week, this may be your first time and second and now third time hearing the word rostrum ever.
Of transformation. How often do you hear of transformation? Maybe 9 times today?
But yes, I do agree, Mark. If they're not gonna have the specific mounts, like tell you which ones allow you to dragonfly, they should at least make them skins for your current guy.
Yeah, they definitely could make that shit better. And then also, like, when you're doing the dragon riding world quest, how does it determine which dragon to give you?
Typically,
can you set one as a favorite or something?
I don't know, because I feel like it always gives me my tan Wilder Drake guy, the one that I typically use.
The bronze one?
Yeah, but there's nothing, like, it's on my bar, but there's nothing on it that sets it as a favorite compared to the other 5.
Oh, actually, they're up by the rostrum. There is a guy who you can talk to change which one, I think, unless that was specifically for the Kalimdor races.
Yeah, because I feel like mine changes. So, like, I like to use the Slither Drake, but when I dragon ride, I usually get bronze, medium body man. It's not the Wilder, it's the other one. It's like the chunky boy, like the bigger one.
How many legs do we have versus
4
hands that are... Okay, so this is the one that used to be blue. I believe he's given to you as blue.
So I have him as bronze, right? So sometimes I get him, but sometimes I get little green Velocidrake, and I'm like, I definitely don't use that.
I hate that, man. I feel so bad that you have to hang out with him with his big ass antlers.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's a bug or if it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna pick what you're gonna drive today, and you're gonna fucking like it. So maybe Mark, if you could email Blizzard, email Ian, and have him make it so I don't have that bug. We can close all these loops up.
Or at least you don't have to be able to set which Drake you want to use, just not the green one. We all know the green one is yucky. Let's just write him out right now.
And he's gone. All right, bye, Velocidrake. He's flying off sadly into the distance.
For the record, I really like the crispy, scary, tiny looking bronze one.
Yes, this is a Wilder Drake family right here. No reds. Blue is okay. Don't come at me with that fucking slimy shark looking one from the trading post. He is out.
I like to use the Proto Drake, the guy with little arms, but what color did I make him? What's his default color?
Red.
I made him green. He's a little green. He's an ugly green guy. Nobody has an ugly green Proto Drake.
The fact that you can change their colors is wild to me, because you either have to know the specific species names, Or you can just go by the shorthand and be like, yeah, the blue one. But then, yeah, people like you turn their blue one yellow. And I was like, you've ruined
You don't
me.
change colors?
Nope.
None of mine are default
The Wilder
color.
Drake is yellow. The shitty dude is green. The dragon is blue. And the Proto Drake is red.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I changed all
Otherwise, there'd be no rules. There'd be no structure. I wouldn't know what to say.
mine. Well, what did I get these rostrum transformation things for if I'm not going to use them?
They're named for a reason. We should just know their species.
This is the patches all over again. Give me numbers and give me colors.
I wonder how... I'm trying to think of what other customizations I like to see out of the rostrum of transformation, because they could definitely do a lot more, right? And you know what? I think part of the thing they need to update, they need to really work on their how to obtain this UI, right? Because like even like in the mounts tab, if it's like you get this from the war at the siege of the base, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is that the name of a quest? Is that where I go? Like, what is that? And like, if you could just hover over it and give us something, they've done that for transmog. They've given you like a direction.
I was just about to say, yeah, you can like shift click on transmog now, and it will, if it's a vendor thing, it will point you at the guy, or if it's a quest, it'll give you a short description of like, okay, this is the achievement, or this is the quest you need to do. They easily could do that with mounts and stuff because there's a lot less of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have. Maybe it's in one of the add-ons I have that tells me where specifically too, because like I was 1 or 2 away from having all of the customizations for one of them. I don't remember which one, and I just had 2 left, so I was like, oh, let me see where these are at, and then it told me that I could buy one of them from. Fuck, I haven't grinded this rep since like the beginning of the expansion. The one that's like in an arcane area, and you grind rep in a weird way.
The Cobalt Assembly.
Yeah, that one. So it told me to go there.
My problem is I run out of resources because I know Aaron over here is doing his world quest all the time. I don't do world quests after the first like once my rep is done, I'm done. So I'm just resource poor. The minute I have 2,000 resources, I spend it all on rostrum stuff or I buy out a vendor, and then I'm broke again for a long time.
But if we're talking about customizations that these things deserve to have, hear me out. What if we have the ability to put shoes on these dragons?
Oh!
So this is my question. Are we talking like armor pieces that go over a claw, sort of like a horse? Are we talking like some J's, some Reeboks, some New Balances?
And why not all of the above? Like if I want some Tims, fine. If I just want to have like acrylic nails, cool. If I want to have clogs, you know?
Can I get a pair of British Knights from Hidden Temple Prizes? Because they get those away a lot.
What was the one fucking place that they would always send people on vacation to?
Oh.
It was like some random place in Florida that like wasn't like anywhere cool.
That ranch? It was like a ranch, right? It'd be like you wanted
Or like a hotel resort. Like it was like you get to go to the Orlando Stars Resort, and then you looked it up and it was like a 6-7 star Florida resort. It was like there is in fact a pool, and then people were like shitting their pants like double dare.
My favorite was when Olmec would give away those little slide pops, those the whistles, like the slide whistle pops. Maybe that's where my name came from. Who knows? Little origin story.
So my question with these Dragonflight shoes are, so Mr. Allen, who's one of the new vendor NPCs who's coming in 10.2.4, will he run a deal for all 4? Well, you know what? I was about to say all 4, but some of these guys do, in fact, only have 2 Fafiti.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question. I mean, maybe he could do 29 or 2 Fafiti and you could bank them in like a little inventory. So like if your Proto Drake can't use all 4, maybe you can keep the other 2 for, your more regular looking dragons.
I see. So 29, 2 Fafiti, foe for 1. But if you do the foe for 100 deal, then you can take your 2 shoes and give them to another dragon.
Unless he's already calculated this, and then like he's like, guys, it's like in parentheses, like quietly, it's like 2 sets.
Oh, sets. Okay, Mr. Allen would have a better system, I think. you're right.
There's no better financier, no better vendor in the world of Azeroth than Monsieur Allen.
I come to you with news from the World of PvP subreddit.
Oh shit! Are you finally unbanned?
If you're a long time listener of the show, maybe you remember the one time I mentioned.
It's officially been a month since you
It's
got
actually
shit canned.
been a little longer, and I'm confused why my alarm didn't go off on my calendar that I set. I have to actually pull that up right now and see. So if you're not familiar, which I don't know why you would be, we mentioned like one time. I got banned from the World of PvP subreddit for simply participating in a comment that they super banned me for. They banned and muted me, so I couldn't even appeal my ban. Yeah, August 10th was supposed to be my unmuted from World of PvP alert. I guess just never told me.
Damn, it's been 2 weeks. You could have had the privilege on going r/World PvP, and you've denied yourself. For shame.
Okay, so I have the message up. Blank is permanently banned from World of PvP. You've been permanently banned from participating in World of PvP because your comment violates this community's rules. And so my comment, literally, it was a thing, somebody posted about Solo Shuffle, and they posted that they wore a Vengeance Demon Hunter. Now, if you PvP, your butthole is already puckered, and you're probably calling for me to be killed right now. Because this is like every player's bane of their existence. They hate this. They were absolutely wrecking 42 days ago. It's like completely unfair, which makes it kind of fun. Like, why not, right? So there was a comment that literally said, everybody is so salty in here, it makes me want to get a Demon Hunter going. And so then I commented, and I just said, he's inspired me to get my Venge DH into Solo Shuffle. That's all I said. Permanently banned and muted forever, they said.
So now are you able to dispute it, or what's happening now, you think?
So I opened my messages today, and I was like, let me see if I'm still banned from World of PvP. And I realized this is 41 days. I'm like, whoa, 41 days? I'm definitely within range. I messaged them, hey, moderators, I'm here to repeal my ban. I said repeal. I didn't even say appeal. I literally said, I'm here to repeal it. I'm here to repeal my ban because, frankly, I don't even understand it. I've been a member of this community for so long, which actually is true. I've been sub for a very long time. I just never post there. And to be permanently banned and then muted seems way extreme. I can see now that tanks in PvP get people riled up, but my comment wasn't even offensive to warrant such a heavy-handed punishment. Muting me for 30 days, preventing me from appealing the ban or even being able to ask why is ridiculous.
Yeah, you go in, Chelsea Green, you get them.
I was like, damn, you're like spitting facts. You're writing them a paragraph. I would have been like, why did I get banned?
It took them 8 hours to get back to me, and they said, you've been unbanned. All forms of tank content is banned, and next time will be permanent with no appeal. Well, luckily for you, I didn't appeal, I repealed.
Joke's on you! You've run into my fucking man-eater bug, dummies. I still
have one free appeal, because I repealed.
It's like the greatest TV show on the earth sketch. It's like, my client Adam Scott says he will be on the greatest TV show on earth. Sure, last year we tried, but it wasn't the greatest, so he's in this one too.
I really wanted to respond and say that. I had typed it. I said, well, luckily I didn't appeal, but I figured I would save that.
But also, quote, all tank discourse is bannable. What?
So like, you can't even mention the fact that this game has tanks in it in this World of PvP thing?
Or being like, I'm a prot warrior. Like, do you guys have advice for me? That's a bannable question?
Yes. Actually, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. I read the rules after I got banned, and I was like, what the fuck?
What
also,
the fuck?
Like, is this subreddit like just for like 2s and 3s then? Because or like what is what? Because like you have tanks sometimes in battlegrounds, right?
It's actually a really good question. So like, okay, well, the answer is yes, it is for 2s and 3s. So, I mean, this is just an inherent problem in the subreddit on multiple levels because RPG content isn't really there because people just kind of wing it, or I guess they just post their things in their Discord because they don't want everybody to have the strats, I guess. So it is usually 2s and 3s. But isn't that kind of fucked? Like, I don't know. Like, I get it. I understand why tanks would be annoying because tanks usually are just health bags. It's not fun to play against. But, like, it's not like WoW has banned it. Yeah, exactly. They are going to come up. So
you could have a 3 technically with like a bear, a prot warrior, and a prot pally, and it's like that is viable. That is literally a thing you can do in the game.
Yeah, like that's what I'm worried about it because like it's like I guess the subreddit, I mean, it's WoW, it's the WoW community, it's you guys. So we know that like people are not nice and not playing by the rules. So I'm sure it's probably a very easy troll thing. I'm actually reading the rules right now to find the tank mention.
I'm just saying, like, what happened on the subreddit that like even like thinking about playing a tank in PvP is like a forever bannable offense. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's my thing. To forever ban it is crazy. And I'm like, guys, like, you surely the amount of new users coming into a WoW PvP subreddit cannot be that high. You can't afford to lose people.
It's called r/WoW PvP. There's a lot of WoW PvP that isn't 2s and 3s. So, like, yeah, you could go there just to be even like, I need some tips for world PvP and see these dumbelows. And it's like, this should not be the public face of player versus player content.
Okay, I found their do not post rules. Do not post. Solo shuffle complaints. Yikes, that's already most of them. What class, spec, race, faction should I play? Okay. Gear stats. I hit 2100. Screenshots of damage. Arena screen boards. Great vault offered type loot posts. TOS violations. Gold selling. RMT private servers. DAW. Trading boosts. Low quality memes. I'm quitting WoW post. URL shorteners. LFG posts, and finally, tanks in arena. Now, is solo shuffle really arena? I mean, like, is it?
My question is, like, why are they such hard asses for this subreddit, which I assume only has, like, 50 people?
Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like a lot of these things, they've encapsulated, like, a lot of things you would just discuss, and that you would want people who are new to a community to discuss. I've been reading this thing. This thing being, like, WoW users posting on forums, which, I mean, take that with a grain of salt, right? Like, that could be everything, or that could be nothing, because the community is so small, or so big, I don't know. People are saying that they think WoW PvP should just die. That it's not sustainable. There's not enough people playing it at a high enough level. So people are complaining because at the higher end, they just keep facing the same people. Because think about it. If you are a fresh, brand new gamer trying to pick your game that you want to get into, why the fuck would you choose WoW PvP as your go-to over like anything else out there, right? There's like no new people coming in.
And nowadays, that's not even just PvP, that's just WoW in general. So like, I feel like kids nowadays aren't joining WoW unless they have like an older family member that already exposed them to it. But like in particular, if you are a younger gamer or a newer person to WoW, PvP definitely isn't going to be your first thing that you go all in on, I assume.
Especially because a lot of it is just for the love of the craft, which as someone who doesn't do PvP, I'm fine. I'm glad I'm not missing out on a bunch other than like an armor set. And at one point, I guess you could get a mount from it or mounts. But you know what? That really is a thing that I have not thought of. I never hear anyone being like, yeah, super excited to hop into an RPG, super excited to do some PvP content. It really is just for the people it's for. And every day because they're 68 years old, they die off, they get lost. And so it's a rapidly dwindling player base over there.
And like when I did RPGs, I loved them when I did them, but then like it's such a pain in the ass to like get a group. People are such dicks. Like the WoW PvP community is such a barrier to entry. It's so hard. Venruki was talking about this. Venruki is like one of like the PvP people to talk to you about like just like think. He's probably the only PvP name that I could remember. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Yeah. But basically he was saying how it's really, really hard to be a new person getting into PvP. Think about it. You have to level a character to max. You have to get gear for that character. You have to go through the gearing process of PvP, which is getting your ass kicked constantly, either in RBGs or in arenas. Finally, when you get the gear, then you have to find the right comp and the people to be in your comp. There's just so many levels that they gotta fix it. It's so archaic, I feel like, by this point for them.
Yeah, and then it gets to the point where like you need to find a community of people, or at least if you're running 2s and 3s, like a partner or like a few team members. If you're running RPGs, which I are we really the only ones that care about RPGs? I mean, probably.
No, like,
I mean, speak for yourself.
Yes.
I care that they're in the game. Have I participated in one in literally 4 years? No.
That's the thing. And like RPGs are honest. Like Battlegrounds are fun, but like you have to give me a reason to want to go in there, right? Like I go into Mythic Plus because it gives me great gear. It's the Seeing the Dungeons is nice. Like what is the last map they've given to RPGs? It's fucking
the
Shores.
BFA one?
Yeah, BFA.
Where you have to channel the stone.
Can't remember the name of the one where you're parachuting off.
Shattered store. Yes, that one.
Oh, Seething Shore.
Seething
Yes,
Shore.
I'm looking at you, listener. You know the one I mean.
So like clearly they know that Battlegrounds aren't as big as they are, otherwise they'd be making more content for it, right? Like you can tell where they're putting their content towards. They're making maps for arenas still because they know arena's hot. Back to the subreddit, when I was on trying to find like RBG content for like what's the best one to play, or like what's a feral druid build to play in RBGs, I got no results. There's nothing. People are just talking about arena.
Well, you know why? Is because feral druid with one press of a button could turn into a bear. And then that's too close. You're riding the line to a big Bannerooski there.
Yeah, I mean, but like back to like what I was kind of trying to get to here is that like I feel like another reason why PvP is like not something that people who are new to the game would find themselves getting into is because like you're trying to find a partner or two partners. I feel like it's probably pretty toxic trying to find like a group of people.
Yeah, because like they're gonna be like, oh, I don't want a bum partner. And then also, I feel like if you were to look at the WoW PvP subreddit, all you would see are people complaining and like just like nobody hates WoW more than WoW players, right? So getting into WoW or PvP, especially dealing with those fuckheads, good luck. Go play Fortnite. You have a much better time. Like it's a lot better.
That's the thing. Probably a lot of the youngins are just doing that instead.
So I don't know. I think they do have to do something, but like, what do they do? I don't have any suggestions, I guess.
It is a desperate gamble because you need to, you need to simplify the system or to open it up to people, but you're now reaching for an audience you don't know if you can get. And if there's one thing WoW players, seasoned players hate, it's when you simplify or open anything up from their old PC MMO. So it's almost like you need to have a surefire strategy that will keep old heads around while getting people in, because if you try and reach out to people, it will only drive old heads away. We've seen it happen with like 7 million other different systems in WoW.
Yeah. If you try to get the new people, you scare away the corpses, and
yeah,
you got nothing.
We want World Quest and the environment to be nicer and more of a community, and that got in like 7 people in Dragonflight. Meanwhile, 80 million people are like, "Excuse me, I don't even see one demon hunter or death knight out here. I'm leaving."
Well, tomato, tomato, as they say down in the bayou.
Ooh, child, what they cooking up in the bayou? What you got cooking tonight?
Apparently nothing. We had a wonderful, beautiful chili that Cubby Bub made.
Oh,
And
really?
it definitely, yeah, it was beautiful,
Love
and it
chili.
made me fall
Who
asleep.
Let's make chili.
A nice hearty bean chili. Unless you split it up and put some meat chunks on one side, and then you put a plastic divider, and the other side is just lots of healthy beans.
You know, the thing is, like, when I see, like, those people who, like, use, like, plastic liners in their crock pot, I'm like, that can't be good, right? Like, that, I don't know. Part of me is just, like putting, like, plastics in the microwave, but, like, if you're just heating up plastic, I feel like it has to be getting into it, right? Anyways, normally when we make chili here, like, I normally find some, like, fake ground beef and put that in it.
I guess, yeah, it is the year 2023 of our Lord. There's fake meat versions of, like, everything. Eventually, vegetarians in that community was just like, we actually have the science to just pretend to be meat eaters forever now.
I mean, I do love a good, just basic bean chili, too, though. So, you know, either way.
Put beans in your chili or you're a coward.
Yeah, what do you... The only chili that shouldn't have beans in it is if you're putting it on a dog. A hot dog. Then that's just the most basic shit you've ever seen. That's just meat, water, and a hope and a prayer.
Meat water. Speaking of meat water, what's Carlina up to?
Greetings and salutations, my lovely listening audience. I finally got off my little furry bum and did my job. I'm sitting here with Master Cook. Master, I decided to cash in on the brand new Secrets of Azeroth event, and I'm requesting that you solve a secret that may rack your brain for years to come.
Okay, what's the secret?
What is my middle name?
Meredith.
Oh, that's it. You did get it. Huh. I don't have a follow-up question. So, what's your middle name?
I'm gonna go.
That's more than fair. That is more than fair. Thank you for participating. Have a lovely Secrets of Azeroth. That embarrassing stunt over. I'm gonna go run to the pig and whistle. Have fun, everyone. Here's part 2 of the show.
Oh, gosh golly gee, thanks, Growl. We now return to the second half of the show.
Oh, and you know, I believe it's ya boy's turn to do one of these. If it's not, sorry, it's been a while, so who really knows? But I'm pulling a Time War.
Classic Stained reference.
I'm trapped in time.
Trapped is a different band.
Fuck.
Well, okay, so I kind of lied to you guys.
Headstrong?
I mean,
Still frame?
Sure. That's 1 point for each of you.
Oh, shit.
Is it? Oh shit! Is it
Soulfly.
trap music after this? I don't know literally any other. I
Carcass,
only know
corpse,
2.
casket. I think was
Oh,
gotta
they
be
probably
named
did.
somehow.
Silence! Okay, so this game is a little game I like to call... Let me pull up my notes app here. I was brainstorming on my phone earlier. But anyways, I'm calling this game Who, What, and Where.
Ooh, that could be anything.
WWW.
So here's how it works. There's going to be 3 rounds. Each round, you can win a maximum of 3 points. And then at the end, whoever has the most points wins. As traditional Time Warp rules work, the winner gets to do a game next week or whenever. And the loser has to consume alcohol.
What are these Heritage Cup rules you've cooked up?
Yes, you see we have 6 3-minute rounds, pinfall or submission.
Ooh.
Okay, Gnome Dar.
My feet did not touch the mat, so I'm still in.
Fuck.
Anyways, so here's how it works. We'll just dive right into it and I'll explain it as we go. The first round is Who. So it is a character that you guys have to guess. and I'm going to there's 3 possible clues. I'm going to read the first clue for both of you, and then you can either choose to guess or wait for a second or wait for a third clue, except if you guess it correctly after only 1, that's 3 points. If you guess it correctly after 2 clues, that's 2 points. If you guess it correctly after all 3, that's only 1 point.
Okay.
But if at any point you guess incorrectly, you get 0 points.
Fuck. Okay. Isn't there a game show like
shit.
this? There's a game show that does this, like a GSN show.
I was trying to think of what that was, but I couldn't think of it. So if anyone knows, like, let me know. I don't remember.
Okay, all right. So the first. So wait. So when you give us the first thing, do we both? Is it we both just like? Is it a race? Because points
an
are the race.
incorrect.
Right.
An incorrect answer gets us out. Period. So we really need to.
For that round, at least, you could still earn more points in the what round and the where round, but you know.
Oh my god!
Okay,
this is the board game we have. I know it. That's what this is.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So
that's
I guess
where
you
that
could
idea
also
came
call
from
it like I know it.
Boo! You stink!
for us. Like GNOLL.
Yeah, I'm just I had half of a second.
Brassy?
Oh shit! Yeah, shout out to my man. Who was the guy who domed JFK? I can only think of the guy who killed the guy who domed JFK.
Wait, no, wasn't Lee Harvey Oswald Abraham Lincoln?
It was Lee Harvey Oswald. Yes, was the guy. I was about to say shout out to Jack Ruby, but Jack Ruby was the guy who ran up on him outside the police station and went ba ba ba. Anyways, yes, I'm ready to play the game.
Okay, round 1. Who? So this is a person in the game. Our first clue is this character is a well-known priest.
I really have a guess that I want to guess, but I don't think it's worth losing the points, right?
Yeah, no, I there's so many of them.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ask you at the end of each at the end of each clue if you guys want another clue or not, or if you're gonna wait. So just say pass if you're gonna wait for another one.
Pass.
Okay, and like, if you guys are both like, it's not a speed thing either. So okay, second clue. This character is an alliance leader who was prominent in the Shadowlands storylines.
Okay, can I guess?
My
Yeah, if you
mama.
want.
Yeah, you do it.
Wait, but if he hears my guess and copies me, then he gets points still?
Well, I had full of bravado, so I'll go first, and you can decide if you want to go.
Okay.
I'm going to say our good friend, the very hidden priest, Tyrande Whisperwind.
Okay, Aaron has locked in with Tyrande. So that means he will not get the third clue. And Slide, you can choose to answer as well or wait for your final clue.
Oh my god, this game is psychological because now I'm literally like, do I just copy his answer and then assure that we get the same amount of points, or do I go for what I was gonna guess in case you were being, all right.
Yeah, we could earn the same on your choice, or you could wait for the third clue and either get a point where I don't, or get fewer points.
Fuck, I'm just gonna guess Anduin Rin.
Okay, well, you see, the third clue would have given it away. The third clue is half of a canonical power couple. I had to put in canonical because like some people would probably be like, well,
I was about to
Rathian
say,
and-
excuse me, Rathian was clapping his cheeks for years. But hell yeah, 2 points for you, boy.
Damn it, I should have copied.
Yeah, so Aaron gets 2 points for the who round. Up next, we are in the round 2, which is what? This is an object in the game. And okay, our first clue is this provides transportation.
Deep Wind Tram. I'm on cloud 9. I'm just gonna go out there and say it.
Is that your final guess? The Deep Wind Tram?
That is shit.
That's your final guess?
Deep Wind. That is what it is called, right?
That's your final guess for the.
I will say Deep Wind Tram, parentheses, the train line that goes between Ironforge and Stormwind, close parentheses.
Okay, do you want to wager a guess as well, Slidewhistle?
How argumentative can I be with points?
Ah, fuck. It's called the Deep Run Tram.
You can't Google it. You Googled it.
No, I didn't. Cubby Bub, as my witness, I literally just took a drink from my Mike's Harder
I will
lemonade
take the clue.
and said he was really being a stickler for something, huh? Deep Run Tram.
Give me the clue. Give me a second clue.
I understood what you meant. I accept.
You would have
that
counted
answer as
that? Wow. This game is rigged.
Well, the second clue here says, this brings you to an expansion hub's city.
Oh. Can I get the first clue again?
It provides transportation, so it's just a little more of an elaboration of that.
Provides transportation, and it brings me to...
One of the expansion hub cities.
I am so fucked.
Yeah, so like that the tram unfortunately does not take you to an expansion city, so.
I'm just trying to think of what this would even be, but I feel like I've already taken too much time thinking.
Do you want the third clue then?
Can I... Is it okay if we assess the ability of the...
This guy's
I've
buying
been trying to think. I'm looking at this map like, what the fuck? All right, give me the third clue. Give me the third clue.
Okay, I feel like this third clue might tip you off. It was recently made into a toy.
That throws off what I was thinking.
Wait, what's the first clue?
Okay, I'll read them all for you again. It provides transportation, it brings you to an expansion hub city, and it was recently made into a toy.
This is a good game. The Dalaran Hearthstone.
Correct.
Wow.
Slidewhistle gets 1 point.
Wow, you worked hard
I
on
thought
these
you
clues.
was like a physical toy, because I thought it was the Relentless, the boat that takes you to Borealis. But I was like, did they have a little plushy Relentless? I want this.
I like this game. Also, I this is not good for the status of the game at all. But what if we add? You can get 4 points if you can name it. If you can name it based off of the first words you say without any clues. So you're like an object.
It just progressively becomes like the spelling bee or the hearing bee or whatever. So you're like, A. Darnassus portal.
The chisel on the mining stone in Stormwind.
Okay, so for round 3 here, for 4 points, scanning. Yes, this is a place.
Any place for 4 points. Let me. Can I see your notes?
No, they're locked.
All right, first clue.
There will be a Jordan Game 6 moment somewhere where someone just says a thing and it's like, you got it.
Okay, our first clue here for 3 points. This is the Mist of Pandaria dungeon.
Ooh, guessing is kind of fruitful here. If you can name the one. If you can. Ooh, okay. Align your brainwaves with his.
So it's a place and it's a dungeon in Mob.
Yes, do either of you wish to wager a guess, or should I move on to our second clue?
I think we should.
I've learned my lesson.
Move on to second clue.
Okay, our second clue is, it is tied to the storyline in the Valley of the Four Winds.
Okay. Aaron, are you gonna guess?
Temple of the Jade Serpent.
All right, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass and hope that he's wrong. And this last clue ties us. This is my gamble. I'm gambling the dice. Don't be that one. Change it right now.
This is Slidewhistle's gambit. His third and final clue here is, you have to fight through a bunch of drunk hosens.
Fuck. My hands are in the air. I'm not Googling, but I am. Oh my god, I can't. I can't remember the name of it. I see them hopping around, the little rabbits and the mallets. Storm Stout Brewery.
You are correct. So we are tied with 2-2.
Let's go, gamers. The strat video. Wow, this is a great. Wow, okay, this is a thinking man's game.
Okay, well, on the fly, I'm going to make another one. We're going back to the top. We are back on Who, tiebreaker round.
Who are ya? We're watching CSI.
Okay, so this is a mage.
First clue.
Pass.
Okay, I assume you're also passing a slide.
Oh yes. Sorry, passing.
This person is associated with a famous dungeon.
Millhouse Mana Storm. That's my guess. I'm locking it in.
Fuck. You know what? That is, and I'm not even gonna be like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, so I got it too. But just for interest's sake, give me the third clue.
The third clue is that this dungeon, or should I say, could be multiple dungeons. The place I'm referring to is Karazhan.
Fuck.
Would that be the second Guardian, my good friend Medivh?
It is.
Yay, yay! Aaron wins.
And cheated.
Except that I would have blown everything because I
you
definitely
would have
thought it was Millhouse
you
Mana
wanted
Storm.
against Millhouse. Yeah.
yeah, because I did, because I was like, that fucker's all over the stone core or stone deep or whatever.
I think that was a trick. He's in too many dungeons. I think because isn't he in a couple of them? Is he in like more than one?
No. Well, yes, he is in, because he's locked up in the Arcatraz,
Yeah.
and then he's in Stone Deep.
If I would have had a little more time, I would have. Well, if I didn't just have to think of that last one on the fly, I would have balanced it a little better, I feel like. But
It's good. It was good. It was good. I liked it.
I will say it was so high stakes, though, that I did consume all of the alcohol that I had. So we both drank a lot.
Yeah, I'm finishing this strawberry lime truly. 5% alcohol as 100 calories.
But Immune, excellent game, excellent game. I imagine it's because we stole it from the GSN, but I won't tell anyone.
you know, whatever. It's been repurposed. Obviously, it's just always been I know it, right?
I know
Exactly.
it. That's so dumb. How should I get banned from World of PvP next? Which
It seems like it's really easy to do
Agreed.
so. You're not quitting WoW, so let's see here. What's an easy way to do it?
Well, while we're talking about bans, did you guys see that a shit ton of people have gotten banned from WoW? Like, not like WoW.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, I'm gonna pull up that subreddit and read some shit in there. People are pissed.
So I did not see this until you mentioned it in our production meeting, but I did see that the other day when I logged in, they had me check that, like, I acknowledge that you need to be nice in the game. So I feel like that was either a glitch or a lot of people were being mean. And so they had to reintroduce again, like, okay, these are the rules you're supposed to be following.
I feel like it's not a coincidence. I feel like it is associated with the fact that they just went on a banning spree. Although I feel like a lot of people who got banned were not banned for necessarily like being rude dudes. I feel like a lot of people were banned for like using like bots or things, you know?
Not only for using bots, it's a lot of them were banned for using healing rotation bots that would just auto heal for them. So if you ever felt like your
so
parses were bad,
it would automatically do
yes,
the moves.
and the only thing you had to do was move your body out of bad. Was basically like all you really had to worry about.
What the fuck? Okay, this does actually make me feel a little bit better about like whenever I've like, cause I mean, okay, I will say I'm not like I've been severely splitting my time away from my priest and onto my hunter, but like I almost feel like a little bit like this tier I've like fallen off. Maybe that's like holy priest not as good as some of the other ones, or like just me not having enough time, or apparently people using literal healing bots, like not heal bot like the one like the good add-on, but like like bot healing. What the fuck?
I guess you can win arenas or you can do good at dungeons or something, but like that's a level of automation that it's like, what's the point? If you're sitting there and the only thing you're doing is your left hand is on WASD and your right hand's on your dick, and you're just like, the computer is doing everything while I walk around occasionally. Like, what is the actual point of playing?
That's kind of my thing. I mean, it's really, we've been on the internet for long enough. It's all about the EPing. Basically, people were like 99 parsing like everything, or getting like super really good parses, and they'd be like, "Well, look how good I am." I think Reddit fucking deleted the WoW subreddit fucking deleted the mega thread that I was referencing to look at. Ugh, it had screenshots and everything of everyone being mad. There's also is an overlay thing right now. So do you guys know how WoW took out the distance circles that was a part of DBM?
Yeah, and I really liked that thing. Like, it was like a radar, right? Where it would tell you, like, if anyone was, like, within X amount of yards or whatever from you.
Yeah. So they killed that because it basically was making the raids too easy, was what they're saying. I mean, like, and I get it, like, but so people had basically created a new overlay add-on that would make a portion of your screen black. And over the black screen would be all of these little dots that were party colored to symbolize people in your raid. So you see like a little blue mage in the corner. You see some like a little white priest dot healing, standing in lava like Immune does.
Damn, unnecessary roughness on the play.
He never does. It's not a thing he does. It's just funny. And they move in real time with how the characters move. So you can see, and basically it's the equivalent of having that radar back, but better. Not only that, it showed like bad things. It showed like on the first boss of Aberrus, the dragon lady, how she makes those lava pools. It would show where those lava pools were in real time.
So is this is this playing into why some people were banned? Like this kind of software or
no? Yes, 100%. A lot of people were banned for using the overlay, because they made it clear that they were taking it apart. They're like, we're gonna dismantle this. You don't stop it. Like, knock it off. Like they told everybody. And once they tell you, bitch, you're cooked. But I think a majority of it was the auto rotation healers. One of the deleted comments so I guess there's a whole Discord dedicated to the rotation and the overlays, and people were posting in real time. I got banned. Someone said, "Congrats, WoW, you just lost all your healers," and I'm like, what? All your healers?
Is that the state of the game anymore? That's like, wow, we're holding you by the short hairs. You need to allow us to run like cheating software, or else no one's gonna play the game.
Well, you know what it is? Like, they actively nerfed healing, made healing feel god-awful in most forms of content. So I feel like a lot of the actual healers, like myself, like, went on vacation, aka mained their hunter.
Every single one had a hunter to fall back on.
So like, maybe, like, non-healers were like, fuck, we need to step up, and it's like, we can't do their job. Maybe we shouldn't have yelled at them so much. This shit's hard. What can we do? Oh, I know, let's cheat.
Yeah, let's fucking make it really easy to heal. Like, and not only that, it would like, I was reading about it. It had auto soothes. They had just like auto like dispels. Like everything was so automated. I'm telling you, maybe we should get on this train. Maybe now that everyone's been banned, now's the time to get it. You know? No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
What fools would pick up this level of automation after everyone's been banned? Logs on to keylogger.com.
Got to get that sweet rotation. Like, but Aaron, you're sort of like, what's the point of playing the game? Like, I don't get it. Like, why?
Like, I know you get high scores. I know you get high levels, but it's like, what? Okay, so this is intrinsically. I'm sitting you down. I've zoomed into your mind. You're the child in Ratatouille. I'm talking to 10-year-old you, listener, who does this. Why? What is it for? You get all these things, what? To wear them while you continue to cheat?
Listen, solo shuffle's hard. You have to really get your cosmetics in there and your little titles. The only way they know how. By auto healing.
It's the same thing that I think about when it's like you sell your account or you get someone to come in and do a dungeon. It's like, that's super cool. You have Glaives of Azeroth. You can't use them. You can't do nothing. You don't have the experience of rolling them and getting them. So what is it for? At what point does this MMO become a thing that you don't play anymore? That you just experience?
I think it's now because they're banned.
I guess, yeah, you're certainly not playing it both in the metaphysical and the very literal sense because you just got shit canned.
You think WoW will ever come to the metaverse?
No.
The metaverse died. There was something like it made, within a year and a half, it made $530, period.
Also, like, you know that WoW's like wet dog meat soup code can't handle being AI.
I really like that phrase because not only was it dog meat soup, which is not great, but it is apparently wet stinky dog meat soup, which is even more repulsive.
Big, wet, stinky Frankies.
Bug baby Eden O'Brien. All right, now it's time for our top 2, bottom boot, medium moot. What do you guys think? We got here a little early today. Little.
Well, we're doing a lot of things a little early today, but you know what? I'm gonna let the kimono open a little bit. There wasn't nothing this week, but next week there will be stuff. So hey, guess what? Stuff's coming, but not yet. But this week I did get an achievable.
Oh, what'd you get?
Which is my top 2.
Toot. What was it?
So every week, if you run a time rift, Soradormi gives you a cool time collectible that you can then head over to the cool Lady Pandaren that's doing the Isa Cloud Singer, like, basic instinct sitting thing on a big hourglass. And she's like, I will give you 1 piece of gear that is very low and you have no use for it, Growlina. But each part is a part of a new costume, and I finally got it.
What is it?
Well, this is a toot, but it's a soft toot. It's just the Zeralik Caverns like leveling gear, but this one is in tan.
Okay.
Which for us cloth guys, it's pretty good because that is a very, very good piece of. It's a very good look. So now I have it in blue, green, red, and
How much tan cloth is there? There isn't that much, right?
I mean, not a bunch, and this is certainly with all of the time bending we're doing, this is a very tan atmosphere. So I can't say it's bad. It's an achievement. It's an achievement to achieve.
It's a Timmy soft toot.
Slidewhistle, what is your Timmy soft toot medium moot or bottom boot?
I got a top 2.
Woo!
Mine's an easy one. It said I fucking overcame the WoW moderators in World of PvP. That's right, bitch. And now we await to see how I get banned next, because I will.
This episode releases August 25th. I guarantee you, by end of day, August 26th, this motherfucker will be back on the ban list.
Just you wait. I mean, I'm a couple of Trulies in. Wait till I get a couple more, and then I start posting, hey, what tank should I play in Arena?
The thing is,
I'm
like,
thinking,
how many...
you need to craft the ultimate bannable
Break 'em all.
Like, I'm thinking of quitting WoW soon, but which tank should I pick before I do? And then have
you
it
have to have
really...
like, you have to like post like a bunch of stats of like all your different tanks.
Also, anybody want to buy my account?
Yeah, here's the damage that I would have done as a tank, but I'm thinking of switching it up before I sell my account or I leave. What should I do? And then post it all in a really shitty like Wojak comic because low quality memes also get you on the chopping block.
My question, Slide, is how often have you posted in a subreddit before, or are you at like 1 post, 1 ban right now?
I actually don't know how to even check that. I think I posted before. There was some feral talk when I was at the height of my feral, and I was asking questions about like how to defensive or when to defensive. And I posted a little bit of RPG talk when I found a crumb of information, but not a lot. And I'm sure when they threw my account, they were like, huh, you've been in here for like 10 years. Why did we ban you? What about you? What's your top 2, bottom boot, medium moot, immune?
Well, I think I'm going to slot this in as a medium moot.
Medium.
So, okay, you know, as we alluded to, it's been a little bit of a in-between period, and WoW, in between patches are things that I'm too interested in. But I guess I like hadn't gone to the trading post this whole month. So like I went there and then I got like I opened the stash for the first time, and so I got a bunch of tendies. So I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna buy some shit. So like I bought the shields, which were awesome, and I decided like, well, I somehow have like 2,200. I think I just like never even bought anything last month for some reason. So then I bought like my frozen like bug thing, like the yellow like desert bug that the one that we raised
yes,
like from an egg, but in yellow.
We raised a purple one, but this one looks like a bee.
Yeah, so I bought that, and I'm like, I still have like 1,500, and also I realized the reason it's a moot is because I realized that because like our guild's rating has like winded down after getting AOTC and such, we aren't like doing re-clears every week. And well, I mean, like I did not feel like doing the time walking one last week, so that's on me. But I realized that like I don't even have like it maxed out for the month, so I don't have the like blood set.
Oh shit! You got to do that. You got to go and do that real quick.
I do want it. Yeah,
it's a cool transmog. I will say, the clearing raid bosses, you can go and do old.
There we go.
ones.
The Tendies is doing its job. It's getting you to do new content. But you know, maybe if you could buy some Tendies, it'd be a little faster, huh? You know, I'm just saying.
No, I'm not gonna be buying tendies, okay? But like, I will be like doing LFR or like Aaron. I think Aaron's onto something here. I could just like run like old places for Mog or something. Like that's a good idea too.
Yeah, it's literally all you need to do, and that gets you like a 7th of them. And I'm not epic at all, but I can tell you I did it within 1 day. So as long as you put some elbow grease in, you drop that old barbarian half orc you got going on, you can sneak in there and get that set. Or if you don't want to, I'm not gonna sue.
No, I mean I also have like been making some moves with like doing the Kalimdor Cup, which like that will get me some as well. I'm like 80% done with like my tendies thing, so like I'll get there. I will. I still have like a week or so I'll be fine.
Speaking of being fine, I'm looking at a list of a very fine set of folks. I'm talking about our patrons. They include Command Sergeant Major Tuzurla, 4th host of the podcast to Monkey, Ahoy, Vince, Instinct / Drag Race, Azar, and Digital Dave. Mitch wants to remind everyone that Rathion isn't daddy, he's a literal child. Crucifix, Saracen Hawk, Jerome, Satius and Soup, Big Fat Ugly Bug-Faced Baby Eating Adorno says, I. Rhapsody, the Rubik's Master, Gershom, Mewit's Other Dwinking Buddy, WTF Mewit, Wooly, Big Bear 13, Adam N, Ickis, Vanderlyle, D. Gibson, Slidewhistle says,
Fuck Craig.
And Will, a.k.a. Tire, Trade Chat's Fallen Father.
But yeah, with that, we're leaving. We're out of here. We're gonna go watch some Big Brother and watch me play Baldur's Gate 3. If you have any comments, questions, complaints, you can send it on over to donotrelentlpod@gmail.com. You can see us at BlizzCon. We're going to be just walking around. We're not going to probably be doing anything.
You have to find us. They are definitely not featuring us in any amount, but you'll see us and then come say hi, and I'll go, I'll have a panic attack meeting someone I don't know.
I'm playing Overwatch. Don't fucking talk to me.
If they're playing Overwatch, you can come talk to me. They won't let me play it. They don't have any Xbox controllers
He's
around.
going to play on a keyboard and mouse for the first time. We're going to see it in live. We're going to live stream it. What about you guys? Where can we find you on the internet?
Well, you see, you can find me, Alex, or Immunization, on the Twitters at New Era Alex, or you could follow our podcast Instagram account on the gram at Do Not Relent. You can join our podcast Discord by going to DoNotRelent.com.
Yeah, see?
Meh, see? Meh. Yeah, they unblurred the photo. Rattle 'em, boys. Meh. You can find me, Aaron the Human, at X. At The Big Cheesy. You can read the show's literary musings at DoNotRelent.livejournal.com. And of course, watch me play Vigigrams at twitch.tv/AaronDNR.
Fuck Elon Musk. Not only do we now know he can't run any company, he also he confirmed he's been communicating directly with Vladimir Putin, which means he 100% definitely fucked up Starlink to Ukraine on purpose. Fuck this guy. And remember,
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.